What is up, guys? Coop here, and today we are going to be reacting to the final conclusion of the war campaign of World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. Now, this expansion I haven't really gotten to play that much, but I've been loving the war campaign. It's actually the only thing I've been really playing. We're going to be checking out the starting cinematic for the beginning of the war campaign, and then the very ending cinematic. So, I did read some of the text of it, but I didn't actually get to see both of these cinematics, so without further ado, let's jump in and watch them. Thank you for MMO Champion for giving us this.
Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all, and day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike.
There's Valyria.
While we still can.
Looks like they're in Gilneas.
And we will speak.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done.
It's true. The Queen of Shara fight probably got rid of a lot of them.
If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the dark portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence. We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the horde was founded.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Rosen, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
Honor. I've never known honor.
Why do I feel like he's gonna sacrifice himself?
But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm.
Damn, he is right on that regard, too.
If we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately!
Lord Saurfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
They're gonna say Azeroth.
Azeroth.
Yep.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, there are only two forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
More quests. Alrighty, that was actually pretty good. So I feel like absolutely Saurfang is dying, because, I mean, so first off, really cool shots in general. It looks like almost all the Horde leaders are here. I believe it looks like almost like they're in Silverpine Forest, or, yeah, this looks like Silverpine Forest or Gilneas almost. So, I haven't done the world quest yet. I have to do them later today. But Anduin and him talking, or he talks about the history of the Horde and all the like sort of catastrophes that went down. It kind of makes sense, especially because like, yeah, the Horde like forever has been like pretty much they've had like a really dark history of like they do things for honor, and then a lot of times they've been kind of used like a tool most of the time. You know, during Garrosh, during Sylvanas, during even the Blackhand days where he was working with Kul'dan. A lot of times the Horde has this sense of honor, but then something strays them down a different path, and they usually have to follow a war chief that they eventually either kill or go against. But one of the things I really like is Anduin kind of mentioning the whole you know, Dalen and Arthas are two characters as well that a lot of people forget that were in the Alliance and went down the same path. I think that's really interesting, especially going forward. So, not much to really talk about. He does keep saying that there's only one death that will matter, and it's supposed to be like, oh, it's talking about Sylvanas, but I really think that it might be actually talking about Saurfang here, and how he wants a hero's death. I mean, he's wearing the necklace. The necklace keeps getting shown. He's absolutely dying in the next cinematic, or at least in the next patch. So, Zakan here, really cool character. I really want to see more of him. He's pretty dope. But, alright, now let's jump into the actual big cinematic here. Look at this full rendered nice video here. So, it's a long one too. Probably my 3 favorite characters in World of Warcraft right there. Wow, they got Alliance and Horde and everything.
Varrock, it's time. Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well.
Wow, look at how many Forsaken banners there are.
Our brothers
That's
and
interesting.
sisters. These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost. Or perhaps just one. Sylvanas Windrunner! I challenge!
To Makara.
Makora!
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, boys. I didn't think she was actually going to come down there. Alright.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer.
The little banner man looks dope. Wait, she's not attacking him for a bow? What? I was about to say she's a ranger.
Brother, you cannot win. My old friend. You and I. We don't get to hide.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Oh, I thought he was about to charge into battle with it. Wait, is he actually giving him the sword? Okay. Alright.
Let it be finished.
Oh, snap. I did not expect her to win that easily. Holy crap.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope.
Oh, hell yeah.
You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
The Horde is nothing.
Damn, she got a 6 slash to the eye.
You are all nothing!
Oh. Well, she cheated in the Makara, like everybody that does Makara.
If you could see yourselves as I see you, toy soldiers in tin plate, beasts who howl for honor, standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
Where's she going? She's just gone. R.I.P. Saurfang. See you in the Shadowlands expansion.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
I was about to say, what is he gonna do? Alright, that was really cool. Is that the end? That is the end. Alright, so that was a really cool cinematic. I didn't want to talk too much during it, because there's actually a lot to digest during it. So, it looks like you got both the Horde and Alliance both kind of like out here. And then, of course, you have the people that follow Sylvanas. One of the things I noticed first off is it's pretty much all undead up here. Like, all undead. So, because that's like probably one of the only factions that really supports them, besides maybe a few orcs in the mix. So, that was interesting to see. I'm really glad to see Thrall kind of in the action. I feel like Thrall is kind of like the beaten hero, and he kind of like is used to the history of the past. But one of the things I like about Saurfang is like, especially like when he's going in for this sacrifice, he knows he's going to die. He knows that it's going to be a losing battle, and he even tells Thrall like, this is something that needs to be done, basically, which I rather appreciated there. Now, the thing that I was surprised about was her actually coming down, and also her using just melee weapons. I wasn't expecting that at all, which was rather interesting for sure. The thing that also surprised me is that Anduin gave his weapon for him to use in this battle. Was not expecting that at all. I thought that was going to be either his main weapon that he was going to use, but he kind of used both. And I get the feeling that this is supposed to represent, so to speak, a like united Horde and Alliance. Because, you know, they got the Horde, and then you got the Alliance, like, kind of, it's, like, symbolic of, like, them two working together for the final threat over here, which is Sylvanas and the Forsaken, and basically death. Absolutely gets crushed, though. One of the things you'll notice is that she uses a lot of magic during this fight, which is not supposed to be part of Makara. Maybe that's just cool spell effects. One of the things I did know is that in the quest text, a lot of the sort of quests, I didn't know that it happened after this, but a lot of it mentions that Sylvanas is using powers that nobody really knew about. Like, you got to see a little bit of the Banshee powers, but she's been really amped up with, like, magical, like, sort of death magic, which almost suggests, like, maybe there's a Dark Ranger class probably coming in the mist. That would be kind of cool. I don't know, it's very interesting. A lot of people are kind of stuck on the Shadowlands leak and believing that Tinker might be the next class. I think that, honestly, it's hinting a little bit more to there being another type of class. So, which is kind of interesting there. And I like the whole, like, them talking about hope, and then you see them, and Saurfang is literally the definition of hope. if he fights this battle and dies just super easily without giving that speech, like if he were to die right here, all hope would be lost. The morale would be destroyed, and they would basically just walk away and have, you know, it would have been a losing battle. Like already they're set up kind of to lose this battle. They had Queen Ajara, which in a lore perspective right now they have like close to no troops. Like if you remember in the Anduin cinematic a way back, when he released Saurfang, he was saying that they were pretty much almost about to use the farmers and stuff that's left. And then the Queen Ajara fights happens, and a lot of, you know, soldiers and things died. Like on those ships, there's probably like, you know, 50 to 100 soldiers each, and they all crashed into the ocean, and most of them are dead. So that's something you guys got to keep in mind, especially going forward. So Saurfang is literally their kind of final hope of like dealing with this problem. And as you can see here, like he fights, he gives back hope, and he gives it his all, especially going forward. And when she says that the Horde is nothing, that means that she is now going to start showing us her master plan in the final patch. A lot of people have been saying that they think that 8.25 is the last patch. It's not. No way. There's still going to be one more raid tier. They even said at BlizzCon that there's going to be more content after 8.2. Like, they already told us it's already going to happen. We're either going to see it released at BlizzCon, or there's going to be a dev sort of water cooler type of thing where it's like 2 weeks from now that we'll know a little bit more. Absolutely, I like how she's got a little bit of scar, but she does use just tons and tons of different types of magic. I was thinking for a second that she was going to resurrect him as just kind of like the ultimate like lost embodiment of hope, but she ends up just kind of smoking on out of there and getting out of there. And I'm starting to wonder what possible allies she could have. Because if she's going to be a final boss, or she's going to have an ulterior motive, she's going to need a sort of a faction of people to kind of support her. And I think that with the quest line, with the whole branching paths of, you know, working with Sylvanas or working with Saurfang, there's going to be an exclusive sort of quest line to figure out what she's doing and what's going forward. There also has been a leak that Bolvar will be coming onto the sort of docks of Stormwind during the raid or whatever. I don't know if it's fully confirmed. This is just speculation. But if that is true, we could see potential of Helia and sort of Sylvanas and Bolvar all working together with the forces of Dead. And then we could have the old gods, and then we could have the Horde and Alliance unified fighting against whatever the threat may be. So, a lot of curious questions, though. They really want to bring out the magic that she's using. So it's clear that she is definitely using some sort of shade and dark magic. But also on top of it, one of the things is she uses a lot of dark clouds and things, and it's very purple, whatever spell she's using. So, I mean, as you guys can see here, it's very, like, kind of purpley and black and everything, which reminds me a lot of N'Zoth. And a lot of his sort of spell effects he was using. So there's a lot more questions and answers. I really don't think that she's working with the sort of old gods or anything, but like it does kind of hint, you know, she did want to use the old god artifact, which freed N'Zoth, and now she has increased powers. It's kind of questionable. So that's something that there's definitely a lot more speculation in the future, and a lot more to suggest that with a lot more of the void and her kind of newfound power. But I think that the ultimate twist is going to be that she's kind of like the anti-hero that's trying to save us from the old gods. I think that's what's potentially going to be happening. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching my little speculation and sort of reactions to the final war campaign finale. Be sure to subscribe down below and hit the like button. We do all different types of content, whether it be World of Warcraft, Minecraft, D&D, all types of different things on the channel. I know there's going to be a lot of new viewers today. Also, we got some really awesome merch, a lot of Galaxy merch. I'll be sure to have like a little link somewhere on the screen for you guys. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.